came to the right place. If you're looking for trouble, you look right in my face. I was born standing up, hogging back. Daddy was a green-eyed mountain jack, talking people. My middle name is Misery. Well, I'm evil, so don't you mess around with me. I never look for trouble, but I never ran. I don't take no orders, no kind of man. I'm only made out flesh, blood, and bone. But if you're gonna start a rumble, don't you try it all alone. 'Cause I'm evil. My middle name is Misery. Yes, I'm evil, so don't you mess around with me. I'm evil, I'm evil, I'm evil, I'm evil, so don't mess around, don't mess around, don't mess around with me. I'm evil, I'm evil, I'm evil, I'm evil, so don't mess around with me. Yeah.
That's right. If you're looking for trouble, you've come to the right place. Just hang around with me a little bit and you're going to be in trouble because it always seems to be lurking somewhere around me. Hi, everybody. I'm Jerry the King Lawler, and I want to welcome you to this, my 4th video now already. I want to thank you for joining us, and we hope we've got an exciting one for you this time. We're right now in the Mid-South Coliseum. This is the home of a lot of my greatest hits, and when I say hits, I'm talking about lefts and rights, and you're going to see that on this tape today. We've got some matches that have never been seen anywhere on television or anything that we're going to bring to you on this video, including some matches between the then AWA World Heavyweight Champion Rick Martel, the Macho Man Randy Savage, and in his own hometown of Lexington, Kentucky. We've got highlights of a lot of the toughest battles that I've ever had in my entire career, and I'll tell you what, instead of me sitting out here talking about it, we're going to go ahead and show it to you right now. And we're going to start things off with some highlights of one of my toughest opponents ever, and one of the wildest, without a doubt, the wild man from Uganda, the African giant, Kimala.
And the crowd sensing. Tags him with a right. A third one. Kimala still on his feet. And Lawler pounding. Kimala taking some furious shots from that big right hand, and Lawler finally got him off his feet. Loose a fireball at him.
What you just saw was the very first defeat in the career of the African wild man, the Ugandan giant Kimala. J.J. Dillon had brought him to the United States, and I was his very first opponent and the very first man to get a win over the African giant. And he was tough. I got to give him credit. But he wasn't the toughest man I've ever faced. I guess if I was thinking about the toughest, I would have to put this next guy right up at the top. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, and he had to make him doubly tough in this particular match you're going to see. He had the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, my all-time most hated enemy, in his corner. And not only that, it took place in his own hometown of Lexington, Kentucky, Rupp Arena, right in his own backyard. So without any further ado, let's go to that match. The King and the Macho Man.
There he is,
minutes and 18 seconds in, you just saw an exchange of punches between Randy Savage and Jerry the King. Come on. Savage in his usual wild, unpredictable way out there. Why don't you keep him up in a ring? You don't need to be picking out down here. Jerry the King Lawler, pardon me, but you just can't ever tell when this guy is around. The match of the century, Mid-America title against the AWA Southern Heavyweight title. Savage, the NWA Mid-America title holder, got his on the line. Lawler, the AWA Southern Heavyweight champion, has his title on the line. Two referees. Referee Paul Morton down on the floor. And, come on. Hey, listen.
You want everything I do.
Just keep him off over here. In the ring, ICW Dean of Referees, Jim Bunning. Big hassle between Angelo Poffo and Jimmy Hart, and referee Paul Morton down on the floor. In the ring, and Jim Bunning nails it. He held the arm of Savage, and Lawler took advantage of it. I can't say that it was right on Lawler's part, but he didn't pass it up. I know it, Jimmy. I saw it. Randy Savage just... Yeah, you have to... Please, will you keep this wild man back in the ring? Promoter Eddie Marlin down here at ringside, and Savage, he's just wild enough to go after anybody. Over the top rope and out on the floor. Now he's after a photographer. He's complaining. We're trying to do it if he will stay in the ring. This boy, I'll tell you, this guy is as wild as anybody ever saw. Winding the arm of the King up, the Macho Man. Savage with some strong support in Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky. He's holding the arm in a bar. Lawler down on the deck. This baby's for the marbles. When Savage takes him down on the hair. He pulled the hair. Referee Jim Bunning checked in with Paul Morton. And there's one advantage of the two referees. He may never make it through the first 5 minutes of this match. Well, it's 6 minutes now, so I guess he will do that. 6 minutes past 54 to wrestle. 6 past 54 to wrestle. Crowd in Rupp Arena witnessing a clash of the century with title against title. Lawler twists that arm of the powerful Randy Macho Man Savage. The weight very even. Lawler at 234, Savage with a little height advantage at 235. Lawler bending in with a knee on the shoulder. In the ring, ICW Dean of Referees Jim Bunning checking to see if Savage wants to give it up. Lawler's got one shoulder down. Well, he involved Jimmy Hart. Hart trying to get up in the ring. I'm not really sure Jimmy wanted to get up there, but he went through the motions.
Shut up!
Pulling Savage away from the ropes. The referee stepping in to say, open those hands up. Oh, boy. Only the beginning, folks. Couple of rugged guys with an awful lot at stake. And referee Jim Bunning says you're pulling a hair, bring it up. Right away, Savage breaks back into it, bars that arm right at the shoulder. Pulls it up behind Lawler and in right down the jawbone, mashing into the mat. His dad, Angelo Poffo, says he's the world's greatest athlete. A claim which is verified by Randy Savage. Lawler moves into a head scissors. Beautiful. Savage trying to kick out. Whoa! And Lawler bounced his head off the mat when Savage was going into a headstand to extricate himself from that head scissors. Lawler bounced. Oh! Savage trying to get at Lawler. Jerry hanging on with that head scissors. Foot on the rope. The referee says nope, and he kicks the rope out from under. And right away, Hart and Angelo Poffo both out of the chair. Over there telling the referee, what's the idea? His foot was over the rope. If Randy Savage, on his insistence for the two referees, thought he was going to get a break out of Jim Bunning.
Man back down like that. Tell me, how can
because he violated the rules, that's why. And the referee righted it. Referee.
His feet are underneath the rope. Is that a break? That's what, is that a break?
His feet are under the rope, and the referee is calling for a break, Jimmy. Whoa! Out on the floor. Look out. Savage headbutted Lawler down on the concrete, slammed him into the ring post. The Macho Man turning mean. Always wild, right now mean. Lawler trying to get it back together, and Savage nailed him from behind with an elbow right in the head. Lawler collapses to his knees. Ooh. Referee Jim Bunning started a count on Lawler. Savage broke the count by kicking him right in the head. Angelo Poffo slammed his head into the ring apron. Paul Martin told him one more of that kind of thing and it can be over with. Big suplex, and Lawler hits the canvas hard. The Macho Man coming on strong. Lawler kicking out on a 2 count. 13 minutes past, 13 past, 47 to wrestle. Count of 2, he's got the tights. And that's just what the referee's telling him. Boy, I'll tell you, it looked like it was all over for Lawler right there. And out on the floor goes the King. Savage up on the top rope. Drops down and nails Lawler. The King, devastated by the big elbow from the Macho Man. Head slammed down. Whoa! Savage kicks him right in the head. And as Lawler starts in, Randy Savage has him hooked, but Lawler's got the ropes. Lawler pounded right over the top rope. Once again, Savage springing off that top turnbuckle, nail Lawler down on the concrete floor. The referee tolling out. And as Savage went after him, Lawler grabbed a cup full from somebody in the front row, slammed it right in Macho Man's face, and here comes the King. Double right hands, and they're both down. Lawler trying to finish Savage, got caught with a right just as he threw one. Referee on a double count. Savage on his knees. Nails Lawler. Lawler kicks out with Savage going out of the ring. There go Poffo and Hart. 16 minutes past. 44 minutes to wrestle. And as Savage came back in through the ropes, Lawler grabbed him, slammed that head. Once again, he stands him on his ear. The King going at it, but he is a little wobbly himself. He looked like he was going for a pile driver. The referee stepping in saying, no, no, no. Savage misses a wild right. Lawler connects with a left. Savage knees beginning to buckle. Oh, and Lawler buried his fist in nothing but the canvas and the ring floor. Savage very quick out of the way. Oh, boy. The Macho Man slams him with that right foot. And Savage misses from the top rope. As a cover. The Savage foot on the bottom rope, and that'll call for a break. What a brawl! Lawler slamming that head. The crowd counting.
He's got his hair.
I see he's got his hair, Jimmy. That isn't all he's got. He may have the match won right here. And Lawler once again, too anxious. Try to nail him with a right. Savage rolls out of the way. And as Lawler was coming in, Savage buried a foot in the midsection, nails him with an elbow, drops with another one. Count of 1, 2. Lawler's foot on the rope. Saved him. Lawler's knees buckled and he's staggered as Savage comes after him. The King flat on his back. He may have waited too late. Lawler kicks out at 2. Savage stood back to get the admiration of the people here. That may have cost him the match at that moment. And Lawler fired onto the concrete by Savage. As Savage came off, Lawler came up off the floor. He was sandbagging him, slammed a right to the midsection. Ooh. The King pulls him back by the ring area, blasts him with a right hand. Two powerful gladiators. Here's a backdrop on the concrete. Savage took it hard. The King jumps back in the ring. He's asking the referee, count him. Savage being counted. And he's just in with the help of Angelo Poffo and Jimmy Hart. Savage comes firing back. 20 minutes pass, 40 minutes to wrestle. 20 pass, 40 to wrestle. Randy Savage grabs Lawler hard up on the ring apron.
Only a matter of time.
It's not over, Jimmy. Once again, the Macho Man. An elbow. Right at the throat. Hangs him on the top turnbuckle. Lawler locked into the top turnbuckle. Savage slamming him in the midsection with that foot. Remember, the NWA title against the AWA title. Lawler headbutts Savage, while Hart distracting the ref. It didn't happen the way Randy Savage wanted it. Big right hand from the King. Lawler blasting away. He may have punched himself out. We'll see if he gets him now or not. This may be his last best chance. He blasted him with a big right hand hard up on the rope. Angelo Poffo on the ring apron. Referee Jim Bunny grabs Hart. Savage grabs Lawler. Pile drives him. The referee's trying to keep Hart and Poffo out. Lawler from behind. He rolls Savage up. He got him.
The World Heavyweight Championship is something that every wrestler that ever puts on a pair of tights wants more than anything else in the world. Throughout my career, I've had a lot of shots at that title, and it's always just been about that far away from me. And one of the times, I guess, that I came the closest was not here in the Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, but it took place in Nashville at the Municipal Auditorium as part of the Great American Bash one summer. The AWA World Heavyweight Champion then was Rick Martel. We're going to show you that match, and right now we're going to go to Lance Russell for the ring announcements.
is as much upset at himself as he is at Jerry Lawler, and that he is surprised by what's going on.
Yeah, I think you hit a key, and it may be one of the reasons. He's been on the road a lot. He's had a very heavy title defense schedule, and his timing may be dulled a little by that travel, Michael.
Absolutely. And when you're on those jet airplanes day after day, in the big arenas night after night, taking on the top challenges from all over the country and all over the world. The man's been to Japan. He's been all over the world in defense of this title. That's got to take something out of you, man.
You notice how when the fans started carrying "Go Jerry Go" or "Go King Go," Martel got upset at the fans. That is not characteristic of this champion.
He got incensed by the fact that they would dare cheer against him, I think. Martel is a good champion. There's no doubt about it. But he has faced the top. And I think right now he has got the #1 challenger in all the world in the ring with him in Jerry the King Lawler. He's got Jerry in the ring right now at the peak of his career.
Boy, look at that Lawler go. He is pounding at Rick Martel. Martel fires a right back. We're 5 minutes now into the action with 55 minutes to go. So there's a long spell ahead of us here. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 55 to go.
As Lance Russell makes the time announcement, Jerry Lawler, a victim of kicks to the leg of Rick Martel, and that recaptures visions of an old injury that Jerry had a few years back. And he's working on the leg area of Jerry, perhaps estimating that that leg could still indeed be weak.
Well, it was certainly no secret in the wrestling world how severely Lawler's leg was injured, and that may very well be the case. Rick Martel came to the throne as the world heavyweight champion. The longtime holder, Nick Bockwinkel, lost the title to Jumbo Tsuruta, and it was Martel who I think really stunned the wrestling world when this youngster out of Canada took the very large Jumbo Tsuruta and defeated him to win the title.
Martel is a youngster, but he's got a lot of experience behind him.
Oh, boy.
And with that in mind, this man, he's in the top of his class. He is the world heavyweight champion. And this is quite an outstanding match thus far. Lawler caught now in that twist, in that leg twist by Martel. And Martel is really putting the pressure on the muscles in the back of his legs. His hamstrings are actually bulging out of his legs as he puts the pressure on them.
He changes the direction of the pressure now, but it's still on that leg. He got him with a toe hold, took it to the outside, which in talking to a lot of the wrestlers have told me that that is one of the most painful moves when it goes to the outside, because it's just entirely opposite the way that the ankle and the knee is meant to bend.
Well, Martel using that to his advantage. And right now with the leg spring right off the leg of Lawler. Lawler in some kind of pain. Excuse me, I was just going to say this match is going to test the residuals, I think, of both wrestlers.
Yes, sir. 7 minutes has passed, and we have seen a bunch of tough wrestling moves laid down by both participants already in the first 7 minutes. Martel dropping down across the knee, bends it up with a toe hold, and Lawler with one shoulder on the mat, but nowhere close to being pinned. And the crowd really getting behind Jerry.
Crowd's starting to get to Martel again. He's taking note of the crowd, and I can't recall seeing Rick Martel in wrestling action before where that has happened.
No, you got it right on a button, and son of a gun, Martel. Because maybe his nerves are shot. He may be a prime candidate for the major upset of several wrestling years. Figure hoping Martel is going to have to give up what may have been the winning ticket for this match for Rick Martel. He's still working on that leg.
Went right back to the point that he is weakened. Went right back to the upper part of the leg. He's worked the upper and lower part of the leg, putting strain on that knee and knee cavity area.
Yeah, nobody ever called this guy a dummy. He knows what he's doing in that ring.
He wouldn't be world champion if he didn't. I tell you, Lance, he's quite impressive, even though the fact that Jerry Lawler right now is taking a lot of punishment. The fact of the matter is Rick Martel is doing it to weaken his opponent and win the match, which is what he is supposed to do.
Not to belittle a step over toe hold, but did you notice the way that Rick Martel applied that? He did it with a vengeance, and I can't reiterate too often how Martel really appears to be on edge in this match, and a lot of it could be the travel and defense, but a lot of it could be that he knows the caliber of his challenger.
Absolutely, Lance. I don't think without a doubt that you cannot take anything at all away from Jerry Lawler. Lawler, again, a top wrestler in the world today, the number one challenger in a lot of folks' opinion, and mine certainly, and I'm sure yours. The fact of the matter is, Martel now has taken the fight to Jerry Lawler, and the game plan right now, the momentum, at least at this point in the match, has to be in the favor of Rick Martel.
Yeah, he is indeed, with that figure four leg lock, the step over toe hold that he sat down. Now he goes into a spinning leg lock. He's got him hooked at the ankle and at the knee, and Lawler is not in good shape. He is not certainly in a favorable position to get an upset win at this moment. Jerry Calhoun asking Lawler, how about it? But Lawler will not give it up. I honestly believe, Michael, he would let him break his leg before he'll give it up.
I think you're right, Lance. The fact of the matter is Jerry's been looking forward to this match. He's been gearing up for this match. And look at that. Look at that. He just booked it all.
Kicked out of it, but right back, and Martel's kicked out again.
Lawler now coming out of it a third time. Went to his feet immediately, trying to get that feeling and that stamina back in that leg.
Martel, step over toe hold, sits on it.
I'll tell you, this Rick Martel is a very shrewd individual. He went for a weakness right away. He knew about Lawler's leg, I'm sure. He went for a weakness, and he's been working on it continuously now for, oh, goodness knows, perhaps 8-9 minutes of the match.
He has really had it on his mind since they started, and Martel has dominated the action in the last 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Lawler got off to a very quick start in the first 2 minutes with 3 potential pins. Look at him kick out again. Lawler keeping his composure, but the thing that bothers me with that leg the way it is, oh, Martel grabbed him by the hair, threw him down, drops with the elbow on the leg, then with the knee. Quebec City, Canada, the home of Rick Martel, the world heavyweight champion.
Lance, again, a surprising incident. Just for a moment there, Martel almost lost his cool. He almost lost his composure, but now he's just regained the whole and gone right back to punishing and trying to weaken that leg even more.
We make such a point of that, and maybe it's too repetitious, but it's so stunning, I think, Michael, for both of us to see Martel in this kind of a posture. He just does not. Look at that. He nailed him with a right hand.
I've never known Rick Martel to resort to this type of activity, but obviously in this match he is upset. There is something that is, he got a 2 count there on Jerry. There's something that has gotten to him. Perhaps it was Jerry's quick start. Perhaps it was the huge crowd we have here tonight. Whatever it is, Martel is certainly acting out of character.
Yeah, he really is. The only thing that certainly is in character is the fact, boy, he is right now dominating the action, and that goes with the world champion. Jerry Calhoun grabbing the hand of Jerry Lawler. He grabbed the hair of Martel. And, of course, we said a moment ago, Martel jerked Lawler off his feet with the hair. Look at this. and a half minutes. Lawler banging away with that right hand. Jerry crippled by that legs. Pain that is shooting through him, but he is coming back hard. Misses the right. Oh. Not good for the Lawler fans here. Jerry had it going. Down, 45 to wrestle. Count of two. Almost one of those situations where his leg is hurting. Lawler's been under so much pressure. He almost forgot the count with his shoulders down. Martel got a 2 count, and Lawler at the last second just snapped that right shoulder up and beat the count.
Lance, I think at this point in the match, Jerry has got to be intimidated by the fact that that leg has been worked over continuously and constantly, and the pressure and the pain have got to be tremendous. But Jerry the King Lawler is the biggest battler and the biggest fighter I know in professional wrestling, and I think he may be temporarily at odds right now, but I think there's a lot of fight left in the man.
Has a great recuperative powers. Lawler has that ability to be able to grit it, bear it, and then come back. We'll see if he can do it against somebody of the caliber of Rick Martel. Again, he went to the outside with that toe hold. Martel, a couple of times, almost in defiance of the people cheering, turns the leg a little bit harder on Jerry Lawler.
That time Lawler, look at that, Martel shaking now. Lawler, there goes the strap. There goes the strap.
Lawler advancing. Nails Martel. In the corner with that right hand. The King making his move.
Listen to this crowd, Lance. They are so fired up and so behind Jerry the King Lawler. Look at this.
Martel slumps down to the canvas, draped under the ropes, and a referee warns Lawler about using the fist. That won't stop him. 17 minutes in.
Ropes, Lance.
He flies to the middle of the ring. Pounds him with a right. Again. A second time Lawler pounds him. Martel is down, center of the ring. Go for the pin.
Watching Martel's eyes that time when Jerry came down on him, the eyes just rolled back in the head. This man is almost down on his feet.
Martel taking those shots from Lawler. Oh. Martel sidesteps, throws Lawler into the referee. Lawler kicks him off. The boot comes off. Martel nailed Lawler with a boot. Covers Lawler. Started to go get the referee, Michael. Went back to Lawler. Now he does go over to Calhoun.
Look out, look out. Calhoun is still groggy. Here comes Jerry.
Lawler nails him with a boot. He's down and covered, and the referee says, ring the bell. Lawler has won the world title in 18 minutes, 48 seconds. Wait a minute. The referee is holding up the hand of Rick Martel. He disqualified him, Michael, for using the boot.
I can't believe it. He was knocked down. Martel used the boot on Lawler. Lawler came back, paid him back, and Lawler gets disqualified. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Referee Jerry Calhoun has disqualified Jerry Lawler in 18 minutes, 48 seconds, and Martel charges Lawler. center of the ring. Nails him with that boot again. Martel outside the ring now, and Lawler has lost it on a lousy break as he got disqualified by the referee for using a boot in retaliation for what Martel did. The winner, Rick Martel, and still champion.
Well, that's one of the disadvantages of being the challenger. One of the disadvantages, I think, to title matches, that the belt can't change hands on a disqualification. But as I said, one more time of being just a couple inches away from the World Heavyweight Championship. And I've had a lot of people ask me over the years, well, when are you going to call it quits? When do you think you've had enough wrestling? And I'm going to say right here and now that I'm not going to call it quits until I have put that World Heavyweight Championship belt around my waist. So there's the answer to that question. And I guess that brings us to the end of this video. We want to thank you all for watching, and we want to tell you that we have another video in the planning stages right now. We're going to be bringing it to you real soon, and we hope you've enjoyed this one today. Some of the greatest hits of the King. Bye-bye, everybody.